Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today what we're gonna be doing is sneaking into Life is Beautiful. Hopefully it's a success, because if not, I'm gonna be so bummed. It's on my bucket list, you know. I gotta sneak into one event at least. That's the goal. I'm here with Star. Hi Star.
Hi.
So but yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm ready. All right guys, made it in 2 hours later.
You already know?
You already know. That, I'll explain that a little bit later, because that was a little bit more complicated than it should have been, but it was an easy in. But we're in. So it is actually the week after. Sorry, I look like I must have just came from school, and this is the only time that I have to give you guys a story time about what happened and how I snuck into Life is Beautiful. Alright, okay, this is a little bit better. My forehead's so shiny, but whatever. But story time. I wanted to tell you guys I'm actually eating ice cream too, so don't judge me. I have had a very stressful day. I have had this crazy idea on my bucket list, and basically it was that at least once in my lifetime I wanted to sneak into a festival, because I have never ever in my life snuck in to a music festival. So Life is Beautiful was in town this past weekend, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy my ticket, blah blah blah. So I bought my ticket for Sunday. So then Saturday came along and I was supposed to go out with my friend to do a shoot, but things didn't like happen because something came up for him, and then I was like, oh, it's fine, you know. What actually occurred was just the fact that like I was like, well, I'm not gonna sit at home when Life is Beautiful is in town. I might as well just buy another ticket and then go. But you know me, a college student, not broke. Obviously still paying school, so what I decided to do was I don't know, I was like, well, why not? Everybody's saying that it's super easy to sneak into, so I mean, I'm down. I just need to find someone that's down with me. So I found my friends, Star and Andres, that you guys already saw in the previous clip, because you know I told you guys that I talk about it now. So what happened was that me and Star, I was like, hey, I put it in my like group chat for my friends, and I was like, man, I'm really in the mood to say F it and like let's sneak into Life is Beautiful, you know. Like one of the girls in my group chat was actually sneaking in to Life is Beautiful already. It was like her second day doing it, but I didn't get out of work until 6:30, and she was gonna sneak in at 5 with her group, so it just didn't work out for me to go that early. Star drove to my house, and then from here we went to Life is Beautiful. So then me and Star are there, and we're like, how are we gonna do this? We got to Life is Beautiful and we looked around, and it didn't seem like there was an area where we could enter in without anybody noticing us. So we kept scoping the area around. We walked around. We actually walked around for like an hour and a half before one of our friends called and was like, hey, like I'm here, I've been scoping the area around because I'm trying to sneak in too. And he's actually from the group chat too, Andres. And so we were like, oh damn, like, well, where are you? And he's like, I have a plan, I have this place, and there's not much security here, so I think you guys should come here. It took us forever to find out where he was, and it's because he was actually inside of a like an apartment complex that was right next to Life is Beautiful. So we had to walk around the entire Life is Beautiful, and by this time we got there around like 8ish, and it was already like 10. Yeah, it was barely 10, and we still weren't into Life is Beautiful. And at this point I was kind of like, dude, I'm either gonna jump this fence or I'm not gonna make it in. And because I wanted to see Galantis at 11:45, and that was the only person I really wanted to see that day, Saturday. And I was like, man, like if I don't make it in, like what was the point of this, you know? So I had to make it happen. I even told my parents, like I was like, yeah, I don't have a ticket for today, I'm sneaking in. And they just looked at me and they were like, are you my daughter? So Andres had found this apartment building, and he was like on the lookout, and he was like, all right. So they even had fenced off the apartment building so no one could jump in, like no one could jump in because they could hurt themselves. It was kind of hidden too, so I mean that was kind of like what helped us out, because not a lot of security was around there. I only got there, and then like it was like a fence so it's like an L, it's like a corner, and so this is apartment building, and then Life is Beautiful is in here. So like on this side was like, I think it's like an employee entrance, because I didn't really even see like people that had normal wristbands or VIP wristbands like entering and exiting from there, because it was kind of hidden. And then like on the other side was like, if you guys went to Life is Beautiful, there was like a walkway, and under it, like you walk under it and there's like a whole bunch of lights like over you. So that's where that corner was. We went and we were on the 3rd floor of the apartment complex, and Andres was like, all right, so we're gonna jump from this building down to that building, and then we're gonna go down to the floor, and then we're gonna hop the fence, but we're gonna use the tree because we can climb the tree and then hop the fence, you know, so we don't technically have to hop the fence, we're just climbing a tree and then going over the fence. But I was kind of like, oh shit, like that's a high fall, because if you guys don't know this, I'm 4'11", he's 6 something, yeah, 6'2", maybe, I can't remember. I don't think I ever estimated his height, but he's like super tall, and even for him it was like a pretty long drop when because he actually jumped from one building balcony to like the lower part, and I was kind of like, bro, I can't do that, like you're so tall, and that was even like a hop for you. And Star is actually really tall too, so I was kind of like, man, I'm the only one, if you guys are gonna catch me, then I'm down, you know, I'm down. But like at the same time, I kind of was like, this is a big drop, and I don't even know if they're gonna catch me. I kind of want to find a different way, because at this point it's, you climb the fence, you jump and you run, or you get stuck not getting in. Kind of like, man, there has to be an easier way. So we started went down to the 2nd level, because then security started walking around, and Andres had ducked down on the rooftop, like he was like, oh shit, like I'm gonna get caught right now. So at this point, me and Star were like, fuck, like we're gonna have to figure another way in. So then we go down to the 2nd floor, and this is where the fence had been like blocking the balcony view, because like, I don't know, like you can see like a view, and then you enter so you exit the hallway going this way, and then there's like that balcony view, and then you go enter the hallway going in the other room. But anyways, so they had fenced that entire balcony view off, because it was like that other rooftop, and like you could jump into Life is Beautiful basically. And so I don't know, they were just being super superstitious, especially with the whole October 1st thing coming up. And so we were like, oh man, like we can't, like he was trying to open the fence so we didn't have to jump, we could just go through the fence, but even I couldn't fit through there, and I'm a small person, like it just wasn't working. So we were trying to find a different way, and then we found like these air vents, even that wasn't working. And then I was like, why don't we just go through the front door, there must be a different way. So then we go down to the 1st floor, and we walked out, and I was like, wow, that was so much easier than what we were making it out to be. At this point we're like, you know what, F it, man, like we're here already. And then like Andres was like, all right, on the count of 3, and then he goes 1, and like Star's already walking to the fence, and she's like slowly climbing it. But she had told me before this that she was not fast at climbing walls at all, and I didn't believe her, because I was like, man, you gotta be fast, I mean, like come on, like if you're running from something, you obviously gotta be fast from it. I don't know, I just thought she I didn't believe her when she said she wasn't like fast at hopping walls. And then I saw her walk and start climbing, and I was like, whoa, like what's the point of 3? So then I started running, and I like got on the fence really fast, and I started climbing. And then at that point, Andres saw both of us on there. He's like, what the heck, like no man behind. So he started climbing, and he hopped off the fence from the other side. And this is like a huge like tall fence. It's like one of those roadblocks, and then on top of that is the fence. So it's like a good 8 feet. It was like 8 feet, I think. It was pretty tall. But yeah, I got on the road block, and then I started climbing the fence really fast, because I was like, no, I cannot get caught. I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not about to put all this work and effort and then get caught and then not be able to see Galantis. Like it's not, no. So then I like climbed that fence really fast, and I started turning, and as soon as I get to like kind of like the top part of the fence, people in Life is Beautiful can't see you obviously hopping into the fence. And yeah, like people were like, oh shit, like she's doing it, she's hopping, come on dude, like come on. And I kind of in my head I was like, bro, stop calling attention over here, you're gonna call security about over here, and then they gonna catch me for real. Like I do not want to get caught. Like at this point I've already like turned my body over on the other side, and then like I was like, well, that's a far enough, like that's close enough, like I'm not gonna climb this anymore. I took like one step down, and then I jumped off, and I was in. and Star was still on the gate, and I was like, Star, come on, like hurry up. Like I was trying to hurry up because I was like, dude, if we get caught, like I just don't want to deal with that. But luckily none of us got caught and we got in safely, as you guys saw in the clip before. It was pretty cool. I got to experience, it's like a crazy adrenaline rush. I've never done that in my life before, but I did want to do it at least once for one music festival, once in my lifetime. The adrenaline rush is insane. I'm not telling you to do this, but it is a great experience because we're so young and we need to live life a little, and we're broke college students, so why not? But yeah, I definitely, it was crazy, it was fun, it was really, it all happened so fast. At least like the actual like us sneaking in was really fast. Yeah, that's the end of my story time, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. It was great. I'm not telling you, I'm not advising you guys to do this at all. No. I don't want to get you guys in trouble. So the rest of my video is just going to be clips about Saturday and Sunday of the performance that I got to see. Thanks for listening to my story time, you guys. And now back to Life is Beautiful. Yeah.